Here's a quick intro to get you started using Google Sites. And by the way, if you want more information, just go to our EdMethods toolkit here, and which is itself a Google site, and click under Google Tools here, Google Sites, and you'll get to a number of different how-tos. This last one's sort of interesting. I actually got this from somebody else. This is actually a Google presentation, and if you click on any of the items, it's actually taking you inside a Google presentation to this little kind of GIF builder, and if you click the home button here, you can go back to see a little video somewhere else. But, okay, so that's a place you can go for more, but for now, let's get started. First of all, you're going to go to this address up here, which I'll leave on the screen up above. And when you get there, you'll be essentially here, though if you haven't created any sites yet, you're not going to see any sites here, because these are all sites I've created, and I tend to make them for little projects. They're pretty easy to make. You can copy them. You can do things like include a template if you want, or you can just do plain ones. If you take a look at this one here, you'll see this is actually done by a friend of mine, and this is a collaborative one where he and his students are working together doing an AP US History Wiki. Here's another one I did for a recent project, and you'll notice that I cloned some of what I did for our EdMethods site into making another site here. So it's pretty adaptable. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to do create new site, like this, and from here you could pick all these templates. I think for this project I would just leave it blank, so we'll close that up again. Now here's a key thing. You're going to have to give it a name. So if I give it a name like EdMethods, it's going to want to create a URL, and if I click here and go create, we'll see if in fact, that's not available. So rather than look for one that's available, I'm just going to go back to one that I started for this project, which I just called DBQ Tester. Okay, so that means that the URL up here is site/DBQ Tester. It's going to default and create a home page. Now, this is the viewing kind of version of this. If you want to edit it, you can edit it right here. And we're going to edit page, and the first thing I want to do is I want to give it a name that's actually the name of my question that I'm proposing here. Why did America go to war? And I'm going to add some new content here down. This is the title up above. This is where the text goes. You know, I can play around here with the fonts and all this business and the size, and I can make it a bulleted or a numbered list. Okay, so once I'm done making edits to this page, I click Save. So what I'm going to suggest for your layout is that you begin with a start page that's sort of the introduction to your DBQ question, and then you add one additional page for each document or each group of documents that might appear as a page in the book. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a page, and it asks me, excuse me, cancel. Yeah, cancel here. What did we do wrong? Web page. Oh, sorry. Yeah, name of the page, and what I'm going to do is suggest that you put a number in, and that way you'll automatically put them in order. And so we're going to call this one Mr. Blabbermouth, like this, and I'm going to put it under the start page and go create. And so now this is Mr. Blabbermouth. All right. And notice right off it defaults to comments, so we're going to be able to leave comments on each other's pages, which is great. And I'm going to actually, for this page here, I'm going to be using a video. So I'm going to put the text in like that, and then I'm going to insert a video from YouTube, and I've got the URL here, and I'm going to put the YouTube search thing in here. You might, excuse me, the URL. You might want to make this more like 640 by 360, and then you go save. And what it does is it goes to YouTube and it gets that video. Come on, you can do it. Let's try this again. Save page. What happened? Insert. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm not patient. Okay. And so this would actually be in, putting the video in. The other thing you would do here is, in addition to the info, you would also want to include your, we can go down below here and we're going to include our questions, our scaffolding questions and so forth. So I click save, and now I'm on to add another page. And in this particular page, I'm going to call it Victory Waits at Your Fingertips over here. Give it the number 2, and going to put it under Mr. Blabbermouth like this and go create. And while that's loading up, I'll get the information for the page, and now I put in my source information. I want to put the URL because I want to be able to go back and get that image later. And so I'm going to put that in, and then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to insert an image. And I've actually got a folder created. Boy, this is running slow today. What's the problem here? Okay, that's not it. So insert image, and somewhere along here I'm going to get a dialog box, which I'm not getting. Okay, well, I would get a dialog box and I would navigate to the image. So I'm going to stop this here. I think you got the idea, and you can progress. Take care. Bye.